to the Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
Welcome! Episode 44 of the Play It By Ear podcast. 12 people in the room, and in the room with me. Yeah, in the room with me, Todd Griffin.
Howdy.
I was a bit delayed. Brady Liming.
Hello, hello.
Welcome one, welcome all to our, again, episode 44 of the Play It By Ear podcast. Sorry, we're just a touch late. Technical issues, and I won't get into the nuts and bolts of it, but it has to do with our software and tying into Facebook pages and whatnot. So neither here nor there, but we welcome all of you here with us. Good morning, Amber Ramshin. I don't know, I guess that's 12 hours Japanese time. Maybe it's 7 o'clock in the morning there, something like that. I don't know, but hey, good morning. Have a cup of coffee with us. So, real quickly, we'll get the preliminaries out of the way. First of all, go to our website. It is at the top of, Brady, if you'll point it out. I guess I can point it out too. I'm in the middle tonight. www.playbyearpodcast. Yes, visit our website.
Visit.
www.playbyearpodcast.com. Please register with us. I've been toying with the email list registry. I'm going to send out our first email newsletter here shortly, so please get on that list. And you can do that right on the front page, go all the way to the bottom. You can put all your information in there, your email address and such, and you will get that email from us upon occasion about our show.
We're going to fill up your spam folder.
Well, something like that. So everything about our show is right there at that website. You can find our audio feeds, our video feeds. And tonight, obviously, like every night, we're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Twitch. All.
Twitch.
Twitch. There's a show I know where the hipsters go. It's Bedrock.
Twitch. Hello, wifey. Yes, you do have to. Go register. That's what I'm saying. All right. If you've never been here before, I'm assuming the 14 people in the room have been, but if you haven't been, we all bring a topic to the table, and each of us talk we talk as a group for 20 minutes on each topic. We are in order as we are on the screen here. Todd first, me in the middle. Brady brings up the rear, and you can make your jokes from there. But
hey now.
Yeah. So, Todd is starting us off. Todd?
Howdy. I will go ahead and say, it could be an excuse, I guess, but I'm having a lot of technical difficulties on my end, so if I cut out or I just stare stupidly at the screen like I don't know what's going on, it's because I don't know what's going on. So I thought it was time to revisit another food topic, and I was going to try to split this in two, so hopefully I can squeeze them both in. But the first topic, I know a long time ago we talked about the explosion of chip flavors and candy flavors, you know, how many different versions of the Kit Kat there are out there and all this and that. But I don't think we ever talked much about Oreos. And so I found this list of 21 weird Oreo flavors you probably forgot existed.
Wow.
And some of these most of them sound pretty tasty.
There's 21 of them?
Number one on the list. Well, there's 21 on this list. The first one on the list, I'll just get right into it. Caramel apple Oreos. Never heard of it.
I have not.
Gentlemen. So I'll say the Oreo type, and then you guys can chime in on whether you've had it or not, and then so can our listeners. And I don't know that all of them are, I don't know where these are don't know if they were widely available, or what. But caramel apple, 2 golden Oreo cookies containing 1 caramel side and another green apple cream flavor. So that's how they get the caramel apple. So one.
Sounds like a fall flavor.
And Eric, feel free to. Yeah, it says. Funny you mentioned that. It says it was on the shelves 2 fall seasons in a row. So it says, I guess someone liked them well enough to give them a second try. But Eric, also feel free because there is some gorgeous Oreo photography here in this
cinematography
in this list. So if you feel free to pull up any of these just so people can kind of get a glimpse, get a gander. But number 2, lemon twist.
Ew.
It
I don't know how I feel
says
about that.
this one was odd. Well, this one is 2 regular chocolate. Actually, it came in both chocolate and golden varieties.
Chocolate and lemon? Ew.
Yeah, that doesn't. I can see the golden cookie with lemon being a little more passable,
palatable.
I should say.
It's not floating my boat either.
Yeah.
That would be like biting into a cake that you thought was yeller with chocolate icing, and it's lemon.
Ooh, yeah, that's bad. So, but I'm just sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but there's the caramel apple Oreo.
I see you got some pictures.
The insides.
Can I opine on that?
I see nothing wrong with that.
The caramel sends me, but have you ever had apple candy that tastes like fakey apple candy? It really doesn't taste like apple. It kind of tastes like what candy tells you apple should taste like. Sort of like grape, And if that was a real fakey tasting apple, I could just see that going poorly, but it looks pretty good.
So explain fakey tasting apple.
Yeah, I have no.
Like watermelon. When you eat watermelon gum does not taste anything like a piece of watermelon. It tastes like what the Bubblicious people and the Jolly Rancher people tell you watermelon should taste like, because they did, it was made in a laboratory. So it tastes nothing like watermelon, but the watermelon flavoring when you taste it, because that's the way watermelon candy tastes. I think the same can be said kind of with apple. If you've ever had an apple,
I like apple. I like apple Jolly Ranchers.
But do they taste like apple? I get what Brady's saying, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job of it.
I can see that. No, I think you're doing fine. I get it. I think watermelon is the number 1 offender in that. That's what I mean. It's definitely doesn't taste like actual watermelon.
True.
All right, moving right along. Number 3 on the list: blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie Oreos. Is it golden?
Oreos, yes.
Cookie?
It is golden. It is golden with blueberry filling.
I'm all right with that one.
It's a pale, it's a pale blue midriff in the cookie. It doesn't look bad at all.
So
moving on, number 4.
All these have been sold in the United States, right? I mean, I
have no idea. That's what I said. I don't know that they were. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't branch out too much on the odd Oreo flavor. I stick to the regular Oreos or the double stuffed or.
I think they had a triple stuffed once.
There's your lemon twist.
Lemon twist?
Not digging that at all.
That doesn't look like something that was released in the United States, does it?
No, that looks like something released on a dare.
Sounds like a Hydrox to me.
Yeah.
Ugh. That doesn't even sound pleasant. Hydrox. It sounds like a drug. Or a pharmaceutical.
All right, Todd, what else you got?
I think...
Is he poison?
He might
It looks too shiny, the packaging does.
It does look pretty shiny.
But that is, it's English on the package.
It doesn't look authentic. True, yeah. Maybe it's just the lighting. Plus, the packaging looks small. It looks like it's a square instead of a rectangle.
Square. I bet that was like a limited edition. In fact, I bet that packaging doesn't even have the full array of cookies.
Does the fact that it says limited edition up there in the corner give it away, Brady, that it was a limited edition?
Honestly, I did not see that. It was obstructed by the shine.
I think you subconsciously saw it.
I'm just
You think
busting
I
your
did?
chops. Yeah.
There's probably some
You
truth
saw
to that.
something out of the corner of your eye that does not belong there. As a matter of fact, a lot of these. This next one, banana split flavored Oreos.
Ooh, now we're talking.
And this is the most creative out of all so far because it has one golden Oreo, one chocolate Oreo, and then inside of it is a yellow cream and a pink cream.
Pink. What about lemon? Okay, now I'm confused. What about a banana cream pie Oreo would be pink? I'm confused.
It almost seems more like Neapolitan. I mean, like it's
Yeah.
a strawberry, a vanilla.
There's your Nanner split Oreo.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. I said banana cream pie,
Eric's
but it's banana
Eric's pulling
split.
up the. Yeah, it's banana split.
Ah,
The
okay.
cookie itself doesn't look nearly as appetizing as the packaging.
That is true. That looks a little odd. Now, from my picture, the small picture, it looks like cheese and pepperoni on a chocolate cookie.
Ew. That's gross.
That's kind of what it looks. Well, it's a regular cracker under it, and then a chocolate cookie on the other side.
So a golden
Number
Oreo
5.
cookie on one side and a chocolate Oreo cookie on the other. Is that what we're looking at here?
That's giving you your chocolate ice cream and your Neller ice cream.
And then your
I got it.
and your different kinds of creme.
Yeah.
Your strawberry topping or cherry topping or whatever it is, and then the nanner flavor is the yellow, I'm assuming. Yeah,
Probably.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would try it.
I have no problem with it. Yeah, I would actually like to take that Oreo, the banana split Oreo, and put it in an actual banana split. Break it up
yeah.
on some ice cream,
Nice.
and it would be good.
So Howard has a comment here. He saw lemon Oreos Brazil. Now, Howard, did you see that in the picture somewhere that we missed, or do you know they're from Brazil? I mean, if you could chime back in on that.
Was the cookie speaking Portuguese?
But it had English on
Number
the,
6,
on the
jelly donut.
Ooh.
jelly donut.
Jelly donut. Basically, it's just it's 2 golden Oreos with a jelly flavored center. Pretty straightforward.
Dubious.
I don't like actual jelly donuts.
That's what I was gonna say. That's not one of my. Oh yeah. Not dig it. No, thumbs down. No. It looks like the old dog treats.
Looks like a
bones.
cross. It looks like a cross section of a corn dog. Doesn't it? You see it?
Brady, I see what you're saying about the dog treats. What were those things called? They like had the
BONZ bones.
yeah, bones. That's right. It does look like
Yeah,
that.
it does look like those. Yeah.
It also looks like the cross section of a plaqued up artery, like that somebody is doing surgery on, or a colon of some kind. It just looks a little bit medical.
Colon.
Ugh. No.
So,
Well, those Oreos are a bit too golden for my liking. They almost look oatmealish.
well, there are golden Oreos.
Yeah, but they're more golden than your typical golden Oreos. They're not as pale as a typical golden Oreo. They're
I see what he's.
They're burnt.
Burnt golden Oreos.
Those kind of look more like an oatmeal. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be like a little Debbie. It could be a little Debbie Oreo.
Petite Deborah.
Number 7 on the list.
Oreo.
Oreo.
See where Howard says it was on a mission trip, so he actually saw them in Brazil.
Yes.
Ah, I thought you meant a mission trip to find them. No, you were actually on a mission trip.
No, he was working on a medical ship down on the Amazon River.
Dude, that just sounds like an episode in itself.
It does.
My gosh, it could be sitting around with your grandchildren one day when I was on that mission trip on a boat in the Amazon. Back in Vicksburg.
I was
We
with
pulled
Ice
out.
Cube and
And you have to use the word governor if you're going to use that.
We were running from the governor, and General Jackson backed us into the boat, and we headed toward the Brazil. Sorry. The governor.
number 7, Swedish Fish
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yeah, I am a fish.
There's really nothing to nothing. It's just a chocolate Oreo wafer with
Ooh.
some red cream in the middle.
Red creme.
Number
Creme
8.
Fred.
I'm moving right along here. Fruit Punch. 2 golden Oreos with a glass of fruit punch in the middle, pretty much.
I'm okay with that.
It definitely.
Ooh.
Or so is the cream gummy? Like, is it?
That I think I'd throw up if the cream were gummy.
See, but you see the
Mammoth.
sheen? Do you see the sheen that I see on the cream that makes it look like it might be gummy?
It does. Or
The lights-
I'm sorry, it looks like pepperoni. Everything looks like cheese and pepperoni.
Now, see, I don't see pepperoni there. I see sheeny, shiny, gummy cream. That
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
almost looks like it was molded out of like fruit roll-up material. Like somebody made
Yeah.
some.
Yes.
No Swedish Harish on my Oreo.
The fruit punch looks better. I will say the fruit punch is gold. For some reason, I'm thinking, although it looks like on the packaging, it looks like the Lunchable size bologna discs.
Bologna.
Bologna. Yeah.
That's what the fruit punch Oreo looks like on the packaging.
Huh.
Speaking of Neapolitan, number 9 is a Neapolitan. So chocolate and strawberry cream sandwiched between not one, you can't sandwich between one, not 2, but 3 vanilla golden Oreos.
Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Hey, wait! I smell 3 vanilla golden Oreos.
Three-time Oreo champion.
That is meat product right there on that. That is looks like it got peeled off somebody's running shoe.
That is that looks like Smeat that a
does.
track runner had ran over. So the said Smeat was peeled off the bottom of their sneaker and put on a wafer.
Yeah, it looks like somebody slapped it with a fly swatter.
Okay, my wife says she is with a friend. She is on a scrapbook retreat, and the friend has tried the Swedish fist. She even wrote fist. I'm proud of you, honey.
Yes.
Was that on purpose?
On purpose. They are not gummy.
They are not gummy.
I'm kind of disappointed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like they
It
should
should-
be gummy.
It should be a melted Swedish fish in between the 2 cookies.
Swedish
Melted
fist.
Swedish feast.
Number
Gary
Ooh.
Troutman, Oreos and locks. Swedish fish.
number 10, limeade.
Limeade.
Yeah, that's gross looking. It's just 2 golden Oreos with some vibrant green
Vibrant green.
creme.
Creme.
Okay, now I gotta say I'm a little bit more excited about that. I do like the key lime pie.
Yeah,
So
you
it-
might like this then.
I might.
Number 11, root beer float Oreo.
Ew.
What?
Well, I love me some root beer, but fake root beer goes along like fake watermelon can be a dicey thing.
So if I were making the root beer float Oreo, I would have sandwiched it between 2 chocolate Oreos, but they decided to sandwich it between 2 golden Oreos.
Well, no, I did. Root beer and chocolate?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It would have to be a vanilla ice cream
Well,
waffle.
but see, if the cream is a combination of white and like pale brown cream. So I assume that's your Neller and your root beer.
That's your froth.
Your root beer. That could be your froth, I guess.
Froth. Well, hold on. Here's the root beer float Oreo.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
There it is.
I'd try it.
Yeah.
I would give it a go.
I would try all of these, but
Is that Oreo the proper color for you? Is the cookie the proper color, or is it not pallid enough for you?
that one doesn't look burnt.
Yeah, that had to be lighting on that other one.
Yeah.
But I will remark that, the cream is heavier than the root beer. It's almost like a little eclipse, or
Yeah.
a crescent root beer.
True. I want a
So
larger
wonder if that
crescent
was
of
done
root
on
beer.
purpose.
I want a larger crescent of root beer and a lesser crescent of froth.
So you want your root beer taste to be strong, like you're eating one of those beer barrel candy thingies.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not big on
All right.
root
Number
beer
12,
guy.
cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon bun. Says they taste like Dunkaroos. I don't know what Dunkaroos are.
I know what a Dunkaroo is. My documented love of cinnamon rolls is well documented. So yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
So is this cinnamon bun Oreos or Cinnabon Oreos? Must be cinnamon bun.
No, it's cinnamon bun. They couldn't have used the Cinnabon.
At least
Well, they
not
could
without
have
the
if they
permit.
paid for the correct.
Much like on the next one. True. But the next one is a marshmallow crispy Oreo, and it's pretty much a Rice Krispie treat.
Here's your cinnamon buns.
That looks good.
I can see the cinnamon. I can see the cinnamon peppered throughout. You see it sprinkled in there?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon bun.
So
Maybe they'll have a
Becky's friend
Piscetti
said
flavored one coming up.
Becky's friend said the cinnamon bun was good too. Now was that the same friend that tried
Yeah.
tried the Swedish fish one? So is that
Her
she
friend is
just
quite the Oreophile.
yeah, indeed. Howard Todd, I'm a cookie color snob. Todd Griffin. Must be the proper sheen.
I don't want no burnt cookie.
Remember that George Carlin thing's like, is there a picture of it in the cookbook? I bet it don't look like that. I ain't gonna eat it. Just doesn't look right.
So I guess according to Amber, Brady would rather have his cinnamon bun Oreos be orange cinnamon
Snap.
rolls.
She knows me well. Yes. Oh yeah.
So the next one is the it's called the Marshmallow Crispy Oreo, and it's essentially a Rice Krispie treat. It looks pretty good. It looks to me like it's 2 golden Oreos, and then the cream has rice chunks in it, like the same to give it the Rice Crispiness.
Interesting. So it literally is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll say that now. Here is the. I'm going to get the side view here of the Marshmallow Crispy Oreo.
Can we see the Crispies?
You can see
They're
it.
Crispies.
You see them? Crispy.
The hell is that?
Wasn't there a cartoon character that sounded like that? Crispy. Maybe it was a
Creamy.
It was the Crispy Critters cereal that I've been singing for forever. The Crispy Critters. How do you do?
I swear I've never heard it. Only you. It's the only place I've heard it.
With lots of crunch.
Crunch. Crunch is a 2-syllable word.
It's KAHYPHRUNCHH.
Oh man.
So
All right, so my dual topic.
Well, I'm not putting this topic or this comment up here. I'm not even sure what I'm watching, but I realize I've watched like 10 minutes of y'all talking about Oreos. Amy, that's just kind of what
Maybe
we do.
it gets better.
Yep, that's what we do.
Well, it
I had
gets different.
intended
How it
on
gets
talking
better.
about. I had intended on talking about Oreos and failed soda flavors, but I think I'm gonna have to save the failed soda flavors for another topic. But I do have some more on my Oreo list here. Some tasty ones coming up. Filled cupcake Oreo.
Now wait a minute. Filled cupcake.
Filled cupcake. It looks like a ho-ho, a Hostess ho-ho.
Filled with what?
Like I say, what?
Well, a
hasn't been
Hostess
filled?
ho-ho, like cream.
Well, but I mean that's
It's filled
a very general name. I mean, filled. I mean, it can be
Yeah.
filled with anything.
But
Which-
most
which-
cupcakes are filled with cream.
Of what hasn't
It's,
been filled. It could be pudding. It could be cream. It could be chocolate. You know, there's.
It could be
It looks
dog
like-
feces.
It
That
could,
matter.
but I've never eaten a cupcake filled with dog feces.
Well, you haven't lived then.
That looks good. I would.
It does
That
look
would.
good.
That's probably my. Yeah.
It's interesting.
That's probably my favorite so far.
I'm with you, Howard. The Crispy Critter song does sound like Captain Caveman.
Captain
Caveman. And
Yes.
the Teen Angels.
Oh, I forgot
Number
about them.
Number 15. By the way, that Oreo had to be chocolate. That would not have done as well with golden Oreos. Although I wouldn't have minded the mesh, the golden Oreo one side, and to flip it over to the chocolate Oreo. That would have been okay. 15. I would have loved to have tried this Oreo, creamsicle Oreo.
Ooh, yeah. Now
Creamsicle.
it has to be a golden Oreo, or I shan't even look upon it.
It's. But here's the thing: why do we only have two choices with our Oreo or golden wafers? Why can't we have an orange wafer or another wafer of some sort?
Well, maybe
Some
you
kind
need to
of
write a
fluid.
letter. Write a letter to the Oreo people.
Can you pull that one up, the creamsicle one, because the
I can do that.
creamsicle one's very attractive.
I was going to say, now, if I did a creamsicle one, I would want a swirl pattern in my creme. I would want it to look aesthetically pleasing.
Well, this one on the packaging looks pleasing. I'm not sure what it'll look like in real life.
Sort of like the Taco Bell things.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Creamsicle Oreos.
Here we go. See, they never look as good off the package.
Yeah.
That looks like
Well-
cheese and
And
It's like
mayonnaise.
cheese whiz.
cheese and cheese whiz
and mayonnaise.
and crusted mayonnaise. Yeah.
Uh,
Although I would like that.
Okay, I'm putting this comment up. I don't know who it is. Derek says someone is double feeding. Huge echo.
echo.
I'm not hearing it on my end, but
But thank you, Derek. Sometimes when these things are happening, we don't know.
Derek
Sadly,
says it
we
looks
usually
like
don't
a
know until we
hard-boiled egg.
the hard-boiled egg Oreo. I can see that.
Yeah.
Number 15, Fruity Crisp Oreo. And this one is basically an Oreo with Fruity Pebbles mixed into the cream. It's made to look like, again, I guess they didn't want to pay for the Fruity Pebbles name,
Pebbles.
so they call them Fruity Crisp Oreos. It looks
I-
very good, though.
I think the Oreo people are pretty cheap. Is
It
what
looks
I
like
think.
a celebration.
Looks like a celebration.
It looks like a celebration. It looks double
Confetti on a
stuffed.
cracker.
It's a party in your mouth.
See? That wasn't that exactly. Yeah. Oh.
That does look like festivities on
That looks,
a cookie.
That does. That looks double stuffed at least.
Dual stuffed.
Double stuffed, maybe more.
But I gotta say, those are darkened. Those are darkened golden wafers again, though. They're a shade. They're a sheen darker than the
I think that's
than the
lighting.
lighter ones.
Yeah, it's the lighting.
Yeah, it must be. All right, couple more here. Number 17, candy cane Oreos. It looks like they only came in the mini variety, in the little buckets, the little plastic buckets you get. And they're basically chocolate Oreos with red cream filling
Ooh.
that I'm assuming is peppermint.
No, I'll pass.
No, you say?
Yeah,
pass.
that one's just not
Oh,
sending me.
that one's where the 18 is probably my favorite on the list so far. Now, those look good. Those aren't mini.
Yeah.
Candy canes, Oreos.
Yeah, they're attractive. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't care for the flavor too much.
Yeah.
I'm not much for minty
Um,
myself.
Yeah.
Now, I know they have an Oreo flavored candy cane, too, not to be outdone.
Huh.
18 is probably my favorite on the list. Berry Burst ice cream. It looks fantastic.
Interesting.
It is. It's just chocolate wafer, strawberry cream, Oreo filling.
Huh. Now, I was expecting it to be raspberry and chocolate, like a raspberry chocolate chip thing.
That
So
would be even better. I would prefer raspberry,
Yeah.
but the strawberry looks pretty tasty. It's got chunks in it. Those may just be to imitate strawberry seeds.
It's got chunks in it.
That's a good looking Oreo. That's a good looking. That is a pretty dessert.
It's a
I'll
visually
say that's
pleasing
I'll say
Oreo.
that's a fine looking Oreo.
Yes,
Miss
that is
Prissy.
a sexy confectionery.
A confectionery.
All right, number 19. 2 more to go. Number 19, chocolate strawberry. Now, it's not what you think. It is chocolate Oreo cookies, and in the middle has a chocolate cream with a strawberry dollop in the middle, like a
I do a dollop. Do a dollop.
do a dollop. That one
That
looks
might be
pretty
included.
tasty too. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Got, nothing wrong with that, fellas.
Little dollop.
It,
right there.
it looks.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, fellas.
Sorry, you can't say "ain't nothing wrong with that, fellas" and use the word "dollop" in the same sentence. That would have to be, "Gentlemen, that is a fine-looking cookie. Look at that dollop." Yeah.
All right. So number 20, waffles and syrup.
Syrup.
Serple.
Syrup. Waffles and syrup. It's a golden Oreo with syrup flavored cream.
Cram.
And then the last one, number
Is it maple
21.
serple?
Maple syrup.
It
Little dollop there too.
Yeah.
that's also very egg looking as well.
It is. It looks like a satanic egg.
Number 21, Brady, for your pleasure.
I sneezed in anticipation.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Watermelon.
Yuck.
Watermelon Oreo. Golden cookie with green and red cream. I'm not sure. I guess.
Oh.
Cram.
Made in
Yeah.
a fine lab at Procter & Gamble, I'm sure.
There it is.
I mean, nothing wrong with the way it looks.
No,
Looks
no.
very Christmassy.
It,
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
That's more
I-
vibrant
not
than I
digging
was
it.
expecting.
I would try it, but I just don't think I would love it.
So, if we were famous podcasters, we would have people would be sending us all these flavors of Oreos, and we could do a live tasting on air. But we're not famous, so
If
We have to
You
buy
were not
ourselves.
famous? I thought we were
but-
famous.
But I would try every one of. There's not one of those that I would turn away from.
At what point is an Oreo not an Oreo anymore? I mean, what is the definition of an Oreo?
Is it 2 cookie wafers with some kind of cream filling? Because that would also, like the
Apparently.
hydroxy cookies or whatever they are. But Oreo, I guess it has to be imprinted with the word Oreo.
Oddly enough, when I was looking up information, when I was studying for my topic, I found another list of Oreos flavors that have been put out there for the pleasure of Oreo lovers everywhere. And there were a lot of them not on the list. When I cross-checked the list, there were a lot of them not there. So I could do a whole other topic. Like Rocky Road was on this one. Salted popcorn.
S'more? A s'moreo would be great.
Buttered popcorn. Chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos.
Alliterative and delicious.
Ew.
Okay, the buttered
Caramel
popcorn,
coconut Oreos?
Like that's not sweet popcorn. It's just old regular
Salty
old pop.
popcorn.
No,
I
it's
think
buttered. Yeah,
That sounds nasty to me.
It does.
it does. Tiramisu Oreos. That doesn't sound good.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like tiramisu. But
So anyway, there's been a lot of special limited edition Oreo flavors out there, folks. If anybody's ever had a different Oreo than we've talked about, let us know.
Or if you have a wonderful idea for one,
Yes.
like a smoked sturgeon Oreo, or no, I'm kidding. Just something that you've come up with that could be a good Oreo idea. Send it our way.
Yeah, I think Surge was on that list of one of the lists I was looking at. So
Yeah.
check back in next week, Amy, and I'll have my topic
Sergio.
will be failed soda flavors.
Let me see. I got some comments here to catch up on.
By the-
Hey,
Eric,
Amy,
you wanna say-
Amy Robinson.
Amy,
I think we were
for
talking
listening.
Amy Hoop. Yes, thank you. I guess that's Amy Hoop's first time in here. So, because she listened to 10 minutes of Oreo talk, and she didn't even. It went by so fast. It was just intriguing.
Sucked in. like our podcast tends to do. It sucks people in and they can't get away.
See, Derek, I'm with you. I don't like these knockoff Oreos. I'm going to have to make rules about my Oreos like I do about my salads. I mean, it's just too much. Too much.
Too many choices.
Eric, I was reminded of you the other day, Eric, at my family Christmas. They had a cranberry sauce salad or something, and it had chunks of fruit in it.
Well, see,
Dad and I were laughing and saying that it would have been.
Well, now it's not a salad.
I didn't think you liked chunks of anything in your.
No, I'm good.
Well,
with
they
that.
call. I don't know what they call it, but it was cranberry. I thought they called it cranberry salad though.
My mom made an outstanding cranberries concoction with chunks of
Did it
oranges
have
in it. and-
chunks? Okay, so your issue is not the chunks; it's the name of it. You don't want it called salad.
It's not salad. Yeah, salad is lettuce based or salad is fruit based, but not both. I mean, I could do a fruit salad, but it's got to only have fruit in it. There's no lettuce in a fruit salad,
No,
and there's no meat. There's no meat in any salad. Or meat is not the.
Oh
meat
no,
is not
ham
the-
salad. Ham
Oh,
salad.
no. That's what I'm talking about. No.
What about those fancy schmancy salads that have like grilled chicken sliced upon it?
Well, that's fine. I mean, if it's lettuce based, I can deal with whatever topping is on there, but
If
not
it's in a bowl kind of thing.
Well,
a ham salad
think-
or an egg salad or a turkey salad or no
Bologna salad?
No.
We've talked about that before.
Yes. Jim says we are infamous. That's what I prefer to call us. We're infamous, not famous.
Yes.
Howard, yes, I'm a traditionalist also with my Oreos. 2 chocolate cookie wafers, vanilla cream filling, a usurper to the cookie throne, or any of those other things that you talked about. Indeed.
Yes.
Japanese Oreos, tiramisu, and Sakura cherry blossoms.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They also have Ritz-filled cracker. Again, filled with what? Is it cheese? Is it because my Ritz crackers either have peanut butter or cheese, so I don't know if you go with Ritz-filled crackers what that is.
But what I don't like are the snack crackers that are cheese crackers with peanut butter inside. Whoever thought of cheese and peanut butter together?
No, there's none of that.
Yeah.
Derek asked what about Watergate salad? First of all, I'm not entirely sure what Watergate salad is. But
It was made by G. Gordon Liddy.
I thought it was made by Nixon.
Yeah.
Yes, dear, no fruit on my salads. And no fruit on my lettuce-based salad. Yes, Rebecca, bacon bits on salad is fine if it's lettuce-based.
I need to give a shout out.
Well, hang on a
because
minute. Real
Rebecca-
bacon bits?
Yeah, they can be real or imitation. I mean, it's either one.
Rebecca.
I
is
heard
my cousin
imitation
from
bacon bits are made out of
Wisconsin.
shrimp.
I'm horrified.
I think he made it funny there. I think he was poking fun at me.
Oh, but Rebecca, we get to give a shout out to her because she's listening all the way from Wisconsin. So,
Yes. Welcome from Wisconsin.
bacon bits on salad. Yeah.
As Todd says, I think of Wisconsin. I think of various fine cheeses.
Oh,
Smoked
yeah.
bacon cheese and Sprecker's root beer. It's a Wisconsin classic.
Yes. Amber said not the normal flavor, but cream filling in the Oreos. Yeah.
Interesting.
Amy says no on the imitation bacon, must be real bacon. And Rebecca goes along with that as well.
Yeah. Bacos are kind of foul.
Bacos, they're like grape nuts that somebody just put some seasoning on. Like they will break your teeth and your spirit.
Yes. A Baco is to bacon what Jolly Ranchers are to watermelon flavor.
And what grape nuts are to cereal.
Howard, Watergate salad erases 18 minutes of your dinner. If you don't get that historical base joke, look up erased tapes in the Oval Office.
Nice. It took me a second. It took me longer than I like to admit.
Yes. And Amber says like chocolate and vanilla. Yes, indeed. All right. Does that exhaust our Oreo topic? Now, next week you say you have...
It should have.
Yeah, well... next week you have pop or soda.
I have failed soda flavors, yes.
Failed.
I have a combination of failed soda flavors and just kind of odd soda flavors. So
I have a lot.
One of them, Eric, I'll go ahead and give you a preview, Eric. One of them is celery-flavored soda.
What? First of all, celery has no flavor.
Then why don't you want it in your chili?
I don't care that it's in my chili. It doesn't matter to me. All right. Okay, before we head to topic 2, if you would like to support what we do financially, go to playitbyyourpodcast.com/support. We do incur a few costs with doing what we do here. If you'd like to support us, again, visit our website, www.playitbyyourpodcast.com/support, or you can see up there in the little menu at the top of the page, support. And again, not huge amounts of money there, but again, some costs are incurred. But we do want to thank our monthly sponsors, Joe Rocky, Christina Rocky, Chuck Griffin, and Jessica Longacre. Thank all of you for your support.
Our benefactors.
We thank you for your support. Bartles and James.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that's what you were making a funny about, Brady. What, did I come out of left field with that one?
Yeah, that came out of left field, but it was a pleasant, nostalgic memory.
Yes. Speaking of nostalgia, that's what you'll have next, but I guess it's my topic now. All right, so topic number 2. My topic is called WTF ? So the description, these are off-the-wall questions that my co-host will not expect. So we're looking to add a little hilarity to our proceedings here. So audience, you can chime in on these too. I would love to hear your input as well.
What the farn?
What the Phil Farn foul form. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Speaking of food rules, and this is a question that brings. I don't know that there's any middle ground to this. It's either you love it or you hate it. How do you feel about putting pineapple on your pizza?
Hell no.
Hell yes.
Oh, gosh.
The Maui Wally pizza, add melon mushroom, jerk chicken and pineapple.
First off, jerk chicken doesn't belong on pizza. That is not a pizza meat. That is not a pizza meat. That is a I don't know what. That is.
It is the mellow shroom.
And then the problem with pineapple on pizza is this. It's much like I don't like anything on pizza that I can't pick off, throw away, and not have my pizza still taste like it. So if I can't pick off a cube of pineapple and forget the pineapple's ever there, the entire pizza now is soiled in pineapple juice.
Indeed. It does foul up the pizza.
See, I love it. Absolutely love it, and I know that's a very polarizing thing, but I I really like it. Now, our dear friend Doug has brought up that when his mother found out that people put pineapple on pizza, that she would slap it on everything, and she wouldn't use the pineapple chunks. She would use the crushed pineapple. Now,
Ew.
I'm a pineapple fan, but crushed pineapple that would soil the pizza. That would be too much.
Too juicy.
Yeah.
You can't have crushed pineapple without inherent juice, and you're throwing juice on top of your pizza. So first of all, there's no
But see-
pineapple on pizza. I'm with Todd there.
Right.
None of that. But then
What I would also, furthermore, I would say though that if that's why I think people that like pineapple on pizza are just saying it to be different, because if you're telling me that the shape and if you're telling me the process of chopping the pineapple negates whether it should be on pizza or not, then it doesn't belong on pizza. For instance, you can't say that pizza had too much pepperoni. Or you can't say that pizza, the pepperoni was cut too small or too cubed or too thin.
I can.
But pineapple, when you say if you slice the pineapple too thin or if you crush it, then it doesn't belong on there. Then no pineapple belongs on there. The flavor's the same. Changing the shape of the pineapple doesn't change the flavor of it.
It's not the shape, but it does. I can explain why. You could cube up pepperoni. You could slice it, but if you just mulched into a pepperoni paste and applied it to the pizza,
Brush
like
it on.
peanut butter, yeah, brush it. Yeah, that would what do you call it? Overpower it. Would, instead of being small bits of pepperoni, small bits of cheese, and tomato sauce into a miasma of goodness, if you just pasted it and spread it, it would be overpowering. It's the same with pineapple. I would argue it's the same with the only thing that should be pulverized and spread is the tomato sauce.
Wait a minute. What was that word? Did you say miasma?
Yes, I did.
What is that?
It's
Did you just make up a word?
No. It
Spell
usually means
miasma. Spell that.
Spell me?
MIASMA. Miasma.
I don't buy it. I don't buy that being a word.
I delivered it.
We need the audience to chime in here. Look that up for us.
Yes, someone look up the word or the supposed, the alleged word miasma. Now I'm putting my air quotes.
To quote our
miasma.
friend Doug, that sounds made up.
It does sound.
I will go as far as to define it. Not only is it a mishmash of stuff, but it's an unpleasant mishmash of stuff.
I think you just made up an ism.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'd like to put a wager on that.
Well, we'll find out. Someone in the audience is going to look it up or supposedly try to find it. I mean, I don't think it exists, but
as a side note, I can see what
delicious.
I can see what Brady's saying though. As a side note, my cousin John swears that medium pizzas taste better than all other sizes of pizza.
what?
That's what he says. If you're listening, could you chime in and let us know, support your answer with evidence, please? Because he's always said that medium pizzas taste better than smalls or larges.
That's like my son wanting to go eat at all the Skylines he can find because he swears they each taste different.
Oh, well.
I'm like, no, it's like Skyline chili no matter where you go. It is what it is.
Yeah. I think I will say this. My cousin is a very brilliant-minded engineering thinking person, so I think there's probably some engineering behind it. Like it's some sort of thing where like the area of the crust, with the topping potential and things like that. I'm sure he's got a backup, or he may just say it just tastes better to him, but I'm bragging him up, so hopefully he chimes in and helps me out. But I've never done the taste test. I like all sizes of pizza.
Indeed. Okay, the audience has chimed in on pineapple on pizza. Derek says loathe. Jim says love it. Gary gives it a thumbs up. Amy Robinson says she's with Todd and I guess me as well, no pineapple, but she gives a little plug there for 24 Deli, and they can go have pineapple on their pizza there if they like.
Amy, I had a steak hoagie the other night from 24, and it was delicious. So
Yes.
Everybody go check out 24 in Hillsborough and get a steak hoagie. 24 Exchange.
Mrs. Wilson says, yuck, sweet and savory ne'er should commingle. Indeed.
Miss Wilson could chime in. If anybody knows that the word miasma exists, it would be Miss Wilson.
Well, she did chime in.
Ah.
Wrong. It's a vapor. It's a vapor. It's not
It's
this.
a vapor.
It's not
It's a
this
vapor.
mishmash. It's a vapor. I got the vapors. It's a smell.
Now, I do not mind.
I think crush.
I don't mind pineapple on ham. You got to flavor some ham with pineapple, but I don't want. I think it's the crust and the sauce that I don't want my pineapple touching.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people use pineapple when they bake hams.
So say the pineapple in general would just must the pizza. I'm with you. You can't pick it off. The remnants are there no matter what you. Again, several have chimed in on your I think you misused the word miasma, Brady. I will give you credit for it being a word, but you misused it. Misapplied. And Amber gives a longer definition: a highly unpleasant, unhealthy smell or vapor. A miasma of stale alcohol hung around him like marsh gas. Oh, that's ooh, that's kind of nasty.
I don't know what marsh gas is, but I know it's good.
The fresh trout lunch left a miasma of.
Indeed, yes. That would be proper usage of the word miasma, the fresh trout lunch, and the eminence thereof. Sabrina Parker, welcome. I don't believe I've seen you in the room before. Whatever your opinion on pineapple, if you do not have friends who will keep their toppings on their side of the pizza, then you do not have a good friend. Truth.
I agree.
Truth to power.
Truth. And see, pineapple seeps over. Pineapple seeps over on other people's area. Doesn't mind its own,
like a
its own business.
I always have a steadfast pizza rule: no fish or fungus.
No fist or fungus.
I can follow that rule. Yeah.
All right, you fellas ready for the next question?
I am.
This is a good one. All right. What would be the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street?
All right. Oh, man. See, this makes me uncomfortable because I think I could hit a home run, but I would also lose all of our audience.
Oh, shoo. The first 10 things that came to my head, I'm not allowed to say.
Yes.
That would violate the TV-14 rule.
Okay.
I would just wink at them and go, fresh trout lunch. And that's all I would say.
Brady.
I'm riding the fresh trout train, the fresh trout lunch train.
I think, once again, TV-14, which puts more limits on things, because it would easily be creepy if you could venture into areas of various vulgarity. But I am going to go with, what does your doorknob smell like?
Shit. You know what? I believe a couple members of the audience beat both of you.
Well, again.
Sabrina, you smell different when you're awake.
I think Sabrina just won a guest slot on the show.
Oh no! Then this next one's good too. Now, Rebecca, is that miasma coming from you?
Or are you just happy to see me?
Nice. Well done.
Yes.
Yeah. This could be if we have an all-adult after hours special edition of the podcast, like we've talked about before in privacy. Then that would maybe be something that I could chime in a little more on. But
yeah.
I think Brady. The thing that saves us there is most anyone who knows us knows that we could.
That we're pure as the driven snow.
I was going to say they know
know
that we know our audience and we are respectful and We don't want to lose our
Upstanding
jobs.
gentlemen.
Howard, do you know you snore? Next question. And I think I know the answer for Brady. I think we've discussed this before with him. What slogan or jingle got stuck in your head forever?
May I?
Feel free.
Me.
We really want Donatos.
Okay, for those of you guys who are just horrified by that, in our very first episode, I think.
No, it wasn't first, but it was
second,
close. It was
it was
first
close.
few.
But my freshman year at Ohio State, there was a Donatos commercial, and it was just it was an instrumental jingle, and it had a portly child in a propeller beanie in stop motion, and it just went wah, 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 wah. And I would hear that in my sleep. I still hear it.
And like I say, that still is my two kids' favorite episode because of the Eric. Eric
Went
doesn't
back
make too
to
many
the well.
mistakes. Eric doesn't make too many mistakes, but that was one of his dandies. And for some reason, however many episodes later, they still remember that and crack up about it. You have to listen to it.
Yeah, out of 44 episodes now, that's their memorable moment of this whole podcast.
It's either episode. I think it's episode 2.
The-
1,
the-
2, 3, or 4.
The gist of it, I obviously won't be as funny as me saying it. You have to go back and listen. But I made up the words to it. We really want Donatos. And then Brady chimed in with another, whatever you want to call it, verse. And then Eric went to the well one too many times.
You can just hear the air coming out of it.
And my pail came up empty.
Oh. The funniest part about it is after you said it, you instantly went, "Oh, that was bad."
Yeah, that was bad.
You knew it.
Sometimes you have to cut your losses.
That's right.
All right.
I don't know what mine would have to be the Night Court theme song, the Night Court music. That
Really?
yeah, that was in my head for years, long after Night Court was off the air.
I don't even think I remember what it is. You're going to have to recreate it.
And of course, now that I say it, I can't remember it. But it was, I know it was very bass heavy. It was like, boom, 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 boom. It like
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta find it now. Can we do that, or will we get kicked off the air by Facebook?
No, you should be good. I think.
There's other, commercials and theme songs, everything that have gotten stuck in my head. But oh, good gosh, that Donatos commercial was like an earworm that would not leave.
All right, here we go.
Bow, 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 bow.
Almost over.
Wah, wah, wah.
Saxophone.
Phone.
Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun.
Nice.
Yes. We apologize for that.
Some things are just for us.
We have to amuse ourselves sometimes, sir.
April's a
man.
Night Court fan there. She watched
yeah.
it the other day.
Fantastic.
So, okay. Now I'm going off on a tangent here. So Night Court, we all watched, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so which bailiff was your favorite?
Roz or
Roz or Selma?
Roz, easily.
Roz? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Easily.
I don't know. I find that hard to pick a favorite because they both had their good qualities. I mean,
Was
Roz
it
had the
Bull?
zingers, but Roz had the zingers, but the Selma was dry as the Sahara Desert. and I won't. Stop it.
Wasn't Bull in the running?
Bull was a bailiff. Yeah, I guess I just had the
I
two
like
women
Bull.
bailiffs in my mind. Yeah, Bull.
Bull the bailiff.
Bull had and Mrs. Wilson likes Bull. All right.
That show was all about Marky Post to me.
Oh, Marky Post. And what was the name of there was one before her who actually, I can't remember her name, but she...
Poor man's Marky Post?
Yes, poor man's Marky Post, but she was first. So I don't know if you could call her the poor man's Marky Post.
She was Marky Pre.
Marky...
Teacher humor.
Well done. The first woman who played the lawyer, she sang backup for Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she sang
Was
Paradise
her
by
name,
the Dashboard
Pinsa?
Light. Pinsa Loaf? No, it was not.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Next question. Boy, and there's an answer that really flies into my mind. I'm going to see if either one of you say it or not. But so, gentlemen, what is invisible but you wish people could see?
Flatus.
And that's what entered my mind. Right.
Yeah. Think of how good life would be if you could see it coming and avoid it.
My self-respect.
Your self-respect.
Oh.
So,
if you have a flatulent dog, just think about how your life would be so much better. It's like, oh, there comes green fog. Start the fan, honey. Yeah.
that ties into the old putting the coloring in the pool water so you know if someone peed in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, if flatulence were visible, people wouldn't get away with such things on elevators, right?
That is true.
Okay, so Howard, of course, being the font of knowledge, there were 3 female bailiffs, Roz, Selma, and Velma. I don't remember Velma. I remember Velma from Scooby-Doo, but not Night Court.
Scooby-Dob.
Scooby-Doo.
And yes, Ellen Foley. That's correct. Very good. Very good. Yes, she sang. Now, Howard, am I correct? She sang backup for Meatloaf. I believe I'm correct on that one. Couldn't remember her name.
So did she do the little dialogue at the beginning of "You took the words right out of my mouth"?
Yes. Of course, when she was with him, I guess.
Very nice.
Interesting.
Gary says invisible versus non-existent. All right. You want one more question?
Sure.
Even though the buzzer went off? Okay.
Oh, no.
I don't guess you have to name names on this, but
We can.
I guess you can if you want. What is the strangest thing that you have seen in someone else's house?
What is it again?
What is the strangest thing you have seen in someone else's house?
Easy. And as soon as I say it, you all are going to go, oh. May I say mine? It might ruin it for everybody else.
Go for it.
A mummified finger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. We have a friend that has a mummified finger.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually, that's probably my answer as well. I wasn't thinking of it, but that's definitely probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make it clear. The finger is detached.
Yeah.
Yes. Not attached to a mummy, but just the finger by itself.
Not to be outdone by the ceiling poster of B. Arthur that I saw one time, but I'm teasing.
I was gonna say you jest about that one.
Oh.
Rebecca says the end of a hot dog sitting on a desk,
Well, now.
like a hot dog handle. You can check out our isms on our website to see what a hot dog handle is in this world.
Yeah, since she is a relative, she probably has heard stories about how my food handles. So
And end of hot dogs, end of French fries, end of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You name it.
Yeah.
She's probably
Guilty.
seen all the
Yep.
above. All right. One more question, or are we moving on?
Oh, one more. Why not?
I'm good with another question.
Okay. Have you ever accidentally texted the wrong person, and how did that turn out?
I have. Go ahead, Todd. I got to think about this.
I was just going to give a very generic and plain and just I have, but nothing's ever. It's always been like I'm to a buddy that's something I would say to any of my buddies. You know what I mean? It's never been anything to.
So no untoward pictures to someone other than your wife, let's say.
Not even to her.
Not even to her. So say she didn't even want to see that live, let alone on a picture.
She would send it back.
Return to
She
sender.
wouldn't even open it. Yeah, exactly. Delete.
Brady?
I don't think that I've ever sent like the incorrect. There's one really embarrassing autocorrect incident I've had before. That was and thank gosh that they were a good sport. I was texting.
Was it duck?
No. Oh my! I'll have to tell you guys now. It's not. It was just really embarrassing that it was my daughter's youth soccer coach, and I was texting. There had been a pop-up storm, and they moved. I was texting to see if the practice had been moved back, and I thought I texted, "Are we still practicing at 6?" And it wasn't 6.
A switch of the middle letter, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
A different vowel in the middle.
Yes, and it wasn't socks. And but yeah, they were a very good sport about it because I immediately caught it, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, please don't call the police. And but yeah, we still laugh about it to this day. It was pretty funny, but very embarrassing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I am sure that I've texted embarrassing things. Nothing pops, nothing comes to mind.
And I kind of asked this question with my wife in mind. She sent a flirty text to her mother instead of me once.
Ooh.
Mrs. Wilson says she's accidentally emailed all staff and faculty instead of a single person. Then the superintendent joined in the conversation. Nice. All right. Very good, gentlemen. So we are getting ready to head into topic number 3, but we do want to remind you, again, at our website, www.playbyyourpodcast.com, you can find our isms, which I think Brady made one up, but we found out it was a real word just misapplied. But
Does that count as? Can that go on the ism list if it's just misimplied?
I don't know. Maybe with a different definition. Brady's definition of miasma. Miasma sounds like a disease to me, but
it sounds like something a cat says.
It sounds like something a leprechaun with breathing trouble say. It's aggravated miasma.
What'd you say? I missed it, Brady. Could you repeat?
I said it sounds like something that a leprechaun with a breathing issue would say. It's aggravated miasma.
I was thinking that with a pirate, yeah. It's miasma. And it's driving me nuts.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
But anyway, if you like to see our isms,
Why do you have an inhaler and a steering wheel in your pants? It's miasma, and it's driving me nuts.
go to our website, find our isms. Try to figure out what the crap we're talking about here, because we don't really know most of the time.
Oh gosh.
All right, Brady.
I'm still cracking up at the. I can't believe I spent 10 minutes listening to you guys talk about Oreos.
and again, Rebecca, I mean, this is the first time you've been here. That's kind of what we do here. So I guess if we drew you in with the 10 minutes of Oreo
for 10
talk,
minutes.
yes, then you'll be drawn in by any number of things here if the Oreo talk did it.
Amy and her husband Jeremy are pretty funny people, so they know good humor when they see it.
Yeah, I think I said Rebecca. I'm sorry, Amy. That's what I meant. Amy.
Yeah. So, all right, it is time to go to Nostalgiaville.
Hold on. But before you go on, I got to put these comments up. Sabrina Parker, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
Arr.
And Howard making fun of your accent, Brady. That accent ranks right up there with Kevin Costner and Robin Hood.
It's better than the Australian and Dances with Wolves.
Brady's accent is the same no matter which where the person comes from, or
yeah,
his
they're from
German is the same.
I want to be goulash.
Well, it's like in movies, a British accent makes up for any other non-American accent, which aggravates me, but that's a pet peeve of mine. Oh. Sabrina says you'd think it's the R, but it's the C.
That's why Sabrina was one of my tag students back in the day. Smart.
All right, Brady.
All right, so here we go. We are venturing back to Nostalgiaville, and this could be a celebration of things past, and this could be a winsome look back at what is no longer. So this is something we're simply going to call All Good Things Must Come to an End. And we are going to be talking about things that are no longer here, whether it be a TV show that when it went off the air, it left a void in your life, a restaurant that closed, or a chain that folded, or a festival that is no longer, just something that you pine for nostalgically that it's no longer with us and you miss it.
Yes.
You got it?
Got it.
Does anybody wish to start off, or do you want me to lead off?
I'll start.
Please.
Okay, we sometimes, for those who are not from around the Sardinia area, sometimes we'll delve into Sardinia-isms, and Brady's shaking his head like he thinks he knows what I'm going to say.
It's on my list, I guarantee it.
You think you know what I'm going to say. Well, I'll say it, and we'll see if it's on your alleged list.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Vern's Variety Store.
Oh.
Penny candy.
Penny candy.
Yes. Now, you thought I was going to say Katie's Delicatessen, which I also... No, wasn't that?
Nope.
Well, I miss Katie's, too. But,
yeah, I do, too.
Vern's Variety Store. That was, as a young Ute, would go into...
I think young Ute is a redundant.
Redundancy. Well,
a young baby Ute.
A very young Ute. Back in the 70s, you could go in and you could buy...
As a youthful Ute?
A youthful Ute, yes. You could buy penny candy. And I'm sure wherever you're from, even if it wasn't Sardinia, there was some place in your neck of the woods, nape of the way, that you could buy penny candy. And that was Vern's Variety in Sardinia.
I remember the one...
Penny candy sounds like a 1960s stripper.
Could have been.
It could have been, yeah, evidently.
That's not what I was buying at Vern's Variety. But,
I'll tell you what I was buying at Vern's Variety. When I got a bad case of the poison ivy the first day of third grade, and I missed 3 days of school because I was polluted with poison ivy, my mom felt so bad for me that I went into Vern's Variety and I bought Greedo, the Star Wars figure. The day that Vern's Variety got some Star Wars figures was a wonderful day.
Greedo?
Dorito.
Never heard of Greedo.
So
Han Solo
was
shot it.
Vern's Variety right next to the drugstore?
It was.
Yes, it was.
Because we always called it the Variety Store, but I never put a name to it, so I bet it's the same store that I used to go to.
I bet it was. Yes.
Speaking of the
good
drugstore,
one.
I used to spend a lot of time in the drugstore buying my wrestling magazines and my ninja magazines so I can order some throwing stars.
In my comic books, yeah. Are you talking about Cartwrights?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
The magazine rack was right there on the left when you walked
Right
in the
on the
door.
left
It
when
was
you walked in the door.
immediately.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you buy
Find some
comic
money
books in there.
Find some money in the couch cushions.
Yep.
No. You know where you got your money as a kid. Tom, maybe you're not. You're too young for this. Maybe you turned in pop bottles.
Oh.
That's where I got my money.
Yeah, I remember my folks doing that when I was a really youthful ute, but I didn't do it myself.
We were the Utes gone wild.
I think there's lots of businesses in Sardinia that you could probably put on this list. I always go back to, I'm a little bit, I guess, a little partial to this, but I know one of the restaurants that always gets left off the list would be my grandparents' restaurant, J&R restaurant. Which was my
never gets left off my list.
That's exactly, yeah. It gets off of it gets left off other people's lists because you had so many great eateries. You had John and Judy's, you had the Dairy Bar, but
that was on my list.
J&R, for two reasons. Number one is it just going away because of the family aspect of it, but also, it
was good stuff.
Thought it was good stuff. Yeah. So, but all of them, all of the restaurants. Now there's, obviously there's some fine establishments still in town, but I don't venture over that way much anymore. But you mentioned Katie's, you mentioned the Dairy Bar.
Katie's the site of Eric's illicit black market candy racket that he ran at Sardinia Elementary.
Can you guys still smell Katie's in that dark hardwood floor? I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how to explain it. It's about 7 parts dust.
7 parts.
1 part
Tobacco had some. You smelled those the
varnish. There's some varnish in there.
Yeah, some varnish.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of goodness wafting up through the air.
Absolutely. All right. Now I'm going to venture away from Eric, you say.
Wait, hold on, Brady. I'm going to put some comments up here.
Okay.
Keep our audience
In the
I
loop.
clicked on one here. Yeah, keep them in the loop. Sabrina says National Warped Tour.
Oh, I never got to go, Sabrina.
She also likes our My Cousin Vinny quotes. If you like the My Cousin Vinny quotes, you'll love this place. You love My Cousin Vinny. Look at our isms, Sabrina, just like we said in the last break.
You can
That's the
listen
website.
to us, Sabrina, or you could look at the isms list.
That's So I Married an Axe Murderer.
That's So I Married an Axe Murderer.
It's also Marissa Tomei.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
so
know.
sick.
What?
I thought it was.
Sure?
I thought it was when they were playing the game of in So I Married an Axe Murderer, the game of one-upsmanship.
Gross me out game.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Mrs. Wilson stopped in a place called the Party Shop to get her penny candy and comic books.
Nice.
Truly
Where was
a
the
party?
Yeah, where was the Party Shop? Yeah, chime back in on that one. Sabrina, you can buy Tootsie Rolls a penny apiece from the Donahue's Pharmacy in Georgetown. Indeed. Tanya, Milford was her home base. Friendly's Ice Cream.
Friendlies.
Yes.
After a tournament game.
The Jim Dandy. Yeah.
Yes.
Madeira had a Friendly's.
Yep.
There was a Friendly's in Beachmont. They were all
So-
over the place.
Friendly's
at
was
the
the
mall.
place? Was Friendly's the place you could make your own sundae?
No,
I believe
that was no. You can make your own Friendly's. That was Jim Irma's, Max and Irma's. Wasn't
Max and Irma's. I thought there was a place before. I think there was a place even before that I remember as more when I was in my younger years that making.
I
my own
remember a
sundae.
place called Farrell's. It was an ice cream shop. I had a birthday
Yeah.
party there once. That was down in Tri-County.
Here's
Yeah.
one. Chi-Chi's.
Chai
Gone.
Chai's.
Gone.
Oh, yeah.
No more.
No more.
Yes, my late wife Jennifer, I think she had salsa surging through her veins. Todd made one of the greatest jokes of his life at Cheap Cheese.
I so wish SJ listened to our podcast because, in complete transparency, I didn't make the joke, but I claimed it for years.
That's true. You did.
You ever lie so long you convince yourself that it's the truth? That's what I did with that joke for years and years and years. And so the kind of the joke is now that when I'm around SJ, I still claim credit for that joke. And we can't say the joke on this podcast, but
no, we can't.
I was actually going to say that in general probably laughed harder that night than I have in many a night. It wasn't just that joke; it was many a joke.
It was at Brady's expense, though.
Yeah,
we'll say that.
Yeah, but no, Chi-Chi's was good. Chi-Chi's was great.
Yes.
There is one I would like to add to that because as a high school youth, this was not only a newcomer to the fast food industry, but it took it by storm and dominated it for about 5 or 6 years, and that would be Rax.
Rax, yeah.
Rax.
Got your what was their beef and cheddar's Arby's? What was their?
A Big Montana, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think that's Arby's.
That's Arby's.
Is that?
Yeah, it's
I don't
Arby's.
even know if it's Arby's.
It's not Arby's around here, but it's Arby's in other places. I'm assuming Montana, but it's other Arby's. What was Rax's BB? It was letters.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
BBC.
BBC.
Yeah, that's it. And they also
Big
have
beef
the
and
chocolate
cheddar. Big beef and cheddar.
chip. Beef and cheddar. And they also had the
Todd, stop it.
what?
Just go on.
my
Just go. I know what he's laughing at. Just go on. Go on.
Okay.
Please.
Out with it.
Did I do
Yes.
something?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No.
That was good though. That had a little bit of a. What was the flavoring on that? Because it had a little bit of a sour, a different taste than your typical. It was something. I don't know if it was the beef. I don't know if it was the
No.
B,
It
or
was
the
the-
C that made it.
It was
taste
the
that way.
C because I did not love the C.
It was it sharp, like a sharpy, sour?
It had a mayo based. It had a vinegary mayo kind of finish to it, and it
It
just
did.
eh.
Yeah.
Finish.
At least I remember stopping at the racks after ball games. So I mean,
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say that wasn't that long ago, but I guess it was damn near 30 years ago. So
Yeah.
it was pretty.
So,
Chocolate chip milkshake.
yes,
Yeah,
they had outstanding milkshakes.
Milkshake.
So, did the roasted beast at Rax taste different than the roast beast at Arby's?
You know, I like my Arby's, and I have to say that for some reason I'm thinking in my head that it was pretty much a draw. I mean, or otherwise I would have insisted on Arby's and not Rags.
But
You know what I
both of them came up well short in a competition with Roy Rogers' roast beast.
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers. Are you sure the Big Montana wasn't Roy Rogers?
I'm pretty sure it was Arby's, and here's why I say this: the movie Saving Silverman, Jack Black they bring her. Anyway, long story short, if you ever seen Saving Silverman, he brings her a Big Montana, and it's an Arby's bag and curly fried and things like that. So
Here we're debating this topic, and I have the internets at my disposal.
yes,
So,
oh my gosh.
So here
Be
we
careful.
go.
Be careful when you Google Big Montana. I'm just saying.
and BBC.
Okay.
Eric, I find a place for my joke, man. I found a place.
Yes, you did. And actually, I got a text offline from one of our listeners. I thought this was a PG-13 show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were they
So-
offended? I didn't mean to offend them.
No. He wouldn't. No, this person who sent the text was not offended. I
Okay,
was
good.
laughing,
Yeah.
but that's why you don't go to whitehouse.com instead of whitehouse.gov.
That's right. That's a
Yeah.
fine-looking sandwich.
It is a
Yeah, it is, man.
sandwich.
Except they
I
can
want
hold the onion bun.
Is that some bacons down there?
Is there bacon in there?
Kind of looks like bacon's on the bottom there. I don't know if that's
Kind of
what
does.
that is or
I
not.
think it's just more cheese, but I don't like the onion bun. They can have that.
I like onion buns, hun.
What did you? Is that Arby's? Is that a Big Montana?
That is a Big Montana from Arby's. That is correct.
Hey.
Now, why couldn't they have that at any Arby's? Why does it only? I mean,
I don't know.
if you go to Arby's, is that on their secret menu? And if you order a Big Montana,
I don't go to Mount Orb tomorrow, or you can go to Hillsborough, Todd. Go to tomorrow and order. I want a Big Montana. And see what
And
they
ask
get.
them for the Grand Montana.
Brady, what was the shake that on the way to band practice that one time? And we stopped in Arby's, and I got a shake, and took one drink of it and then had you take me to UDF and get another shake like within like 100 yards down the road. What was I don't mean to knock Arby's, but it was some shake. Remember that? We were wanting to try them. And
I did. It was some special flavor.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was, but you said it was really horrid.
Oh yeah.
Was it some kind of mint shake?
No, I usually like mint shakes. I think it was, I don't know. It was some sort of like
Was it orange
s'mores,
cream?
or it was some sort of like, no, I love orange cream shakes too.
Yeah.
It was something
Yeah.
s'mores or graham cracker related or something along those
Yeah.
lines. But anyway, I had to throw it away and get it. I threw it away at UDF in their own garbage can just to show how pissed off I was.
All right, so I got a few comments put up here before we go on. Howard does correct us, and he is correct as always. Reading right to left in Sardinia was Vern's, Foster's, and Cartwright's. Foster's
Friend
dot,
of Foster's, yeah.
dot food store.
Also-
My sister worked there, so yes, I should have.
I
not
thought Foster's
spoken
was
like
to the
that.
right of the drugstore, but Foster's was to the left, looking
Well,
at
he
it
said
straight on.
reading right to left. It was the variety
right.
store, Foster's, and Cartwright's.
He's right. He's
That's
right.
correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Wilson further explaining her party shop, I believe here. I used to work at a drugstore on 161 in Columbus, and we had a big wheel gang that rode their bikes. Now wait a minute. So I had a big wheel when I was like 8. Is that the big wheel you're talking about? You're talking like big wheeled motorcycles? I don't.
No, I bet she means the big wheel with the right-handed brake that would make you spin out, which would make you do the fishtail, the hot reach tail.
I had a big wheel and a green machine with
The green machine.
You had
What
a green
an
machine?
enigma.
I had a green machine.
Oh yes, the green machine was comical at best. I mean, it was not. Wasn't there a commercial that one of you guys sent me here a while back, and it was something on Twitter where they were making fun of the green machine?
Yes.
It showed all of the commercials. It showed these kids like doing these awesome like burnouts and stuff, and then like it talked about real life and how you couldn't do those
Yeah.
burnouts. And
Oh,
See,
yeah.
here's the thing though. You would so overuse the handbrake that it would eventually break through the plastic
Oh, yeah.
wheel, and your
impale your
big wheel
head.
was rendered useless.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because like the commercials made it look like you'd be evil Knievel, like, and then but you would just like spin.
I still
and,
think
yeah.
the big wheel should have been in the back.
And now, like those motorcycles they have now with the 2 wheels in the front and the 1 wheel in the back.
I like
They call
that.
those
That's about the only motorcycle I think I
spiders.
could hold up. Yeah, I would like to have
Yeah.
one of those. That's the
If I
it's the only
had a
motorcycle I've been.
if I had a motorcycle, it'd be a trike of some sort, either
Yeah.
with
Same
the 1
with-
wheel in
yeah.
the back or the 1 wheel in the front.
Could you imagine all of us we should do that. We should with our first millions from the podcast, we should buy ourselves
Riding through
motorcycle.
this world.
Yes, nothing says old men like 3 guys riding big motorcycle trikes down the road.
Hey.
So Brady, you
Sipping
just
our
brought up one of
Metamucil.
my things I was going to bring up on your topic here.
Yeah.
So,
It's on my list too. Go for it.
oh my gosh, I put Sons of Anarchy as top 3 shows ever. Definitely, maybe top show, but Dexter's up there. Early Walking Dead, first several seasons. But when Sons of Anarchy was done, I was a bit empty.
If we're throwing
That's
TV
sad to
shows
say.
into,
It's pretty pathetic that I felt that way, but
Now, if we're throwing TV shows into this mix, The Shield.
yeah, and I've never
Yeah.
watched The Shield yet. I own it.
Oh,
man.
you own it and haven't watched it?
Yes. Well, hang on a minute. Are you telling me though The Shield's better than Sons of Anarchy?
It is a matter of opinion. You could find both, but
Well, they're both
It's
from the
been-
same guy, so
same guy.
Yeah.
The final episode, the last 3 episodes of The Shield, are some of the most.
Well, and I wonder though because it's actually not exactly correct that it's from the same guy. I think the
Kurt Sutter.
Kurt Sutter
Yeah,
was
Kurt
was
Sutter.
a writer on The Shield, but I don't think he was the main. I think it was something that came on later. So
yeah,
so,
you're right. You're right.
So
You're
maybe
right.
that makes sense. If it got better, if it was really good at the end, it was because he was
Yeah.
hitting his stride right before he started writing Sons of Anarchy.
It was good from the first episode, but like it was definitely, I have not been able to watch it again the way that ended because it's so.
Oh, it was an
Stay with me.
outstanding
Ah.
ending.
I'm gonna have to watch it this summer.
And I'll just say it this way: each character has their own version of their hell. Now, Vic Mackey his version of hell fit him perfectly at the end of that show. And that's all I'll say about it. Since you haven't watched it, I won't spoil it for you, but certainly excellent writing.
Yeah. When we're talking about TV shows, actually the thing that I brought up for this topic was Seinfeld. When Seinfeld went off the air, Thursday nights, I watched Seinfeld. Eric, I think we watched Seinfeld occasionally.
Yeah.
And would watch ER that came on afterwards in our youth. And,
my favorite, one of my favorite jokes of all time from not Seinfeld, and I'm thinking Friends. Sorry. Yeah. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What, Eric?
The fifth dentist caved in. Now they all recommend Trident.
Yes. Yeah, it was a classic. Yes. Or Dee, the obnoxious sister from What's Happened? But yeah, Seinfeld, when it left, that was my Thursday night. And, let's be honest, the final episode left a lot to be desired. It didn't live up to the billing. And, but another one also is Burn Notice. That was one of my all-time favorite shows. Good fun. And when it ended, I missed it so much. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's probably so many shows and so many things. This is a good topic, but it's also so vast. I feel pressure. I feel pressured to think of all the. There's bands. How about bands breaking up? How about?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think. Anybody have a band they could throw on that list of?
Yeah, but I'll get yelled at.
Oasis.
Oasis.
I won't yell at you.
Yeah.
I won't yell at you.
We'll just call you pretentious snob. We won't yell at you.
Yeah, I don't know. With me, it would be Blink, the original Blink lineup, obviously with with Tom leaving.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, sometimes the band breakups occur when someone dies, like in Eagles
Yeah.
and when Glenn Frey.
Or Van Halen.
Van Halen, correct.
Well, how about you, Eric? Would you consider Dennis DeYoung's departure from Styx as one of those types of things, or are you just as happy with them without?
Yes, I would love to see them together again because I think they're better together than they are apart. But at the same time, it's good that they're each doing their own thing and having fun doing it because it seems like they do have more fun apart than they did together. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Can I punctuate?
I want to get the audience comments in here too.
Okay. Yes, please do.
Please do.
So,
I got the audience.
Howard misses Captain Kangaroo and Uncle Al. Indeed.
I'm doing the twist.
Josh misses the Ellis Feed store. Going to his dad and getting candy
definitely.
there.
Used to go get those the suckers that have the I can't think of what they were called. They had the hollow stick, the plastic hollow.
Yeah,
what was
right?
No, not Chupa Chups.
Oh,
no.
They were
like
chalky.
They were the powdery sucker things.
Oh, lollies.
Yeah, they were called
lollies.
lollies.
Yeah,
Lollies, yeah.
That's correct.
Those were probably a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rachel says Ponderosa. There's still Ponderosa in Hillsborough.
Hey, yeah, we used to have a Ponderosa here in Hillsborough. I just ordered from there the other day.
Sabrina,
but I agree, the classic
store.
Ponderosa.
Yeah, Ponderosa.
Oh yeah, the key on your birthday.
Yeah, I never got a Johnny's Toy Store key on my birthday. I guess maybe that's a little bit after my time, or there wasn't. The only Johnny's Toy Store when we were younger. Finally, one came to Milford, but the one was like over in Green Hills, way away from where we lived. Amy loved Chi-Chi's.
Yeah.
Jim was a good one here.
You're smart, Amy. You're smart.
Yes, you are. Jim, the drive-in at Frisch's. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's being served in the car.
What is that like when you say drive-in? And I'm not asking to be a smartass here. Like when you say drive-in, do you mean like
car hops and things?
Like Sonic.
Car hop.
Like what Sonic does.
Like Sonic. Okay.
Yeah.
So they would like roller skate. Would they roller skate out to?
No.
You know we were at Sonic here a while back, and the waitress roller skated out to the car.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw one at Eastgate that was roller skating.
Nowadays, are they on a
Yeah,
hoverboard?
that is the same one.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Gary, Rax Deluxe. Rax is my favorite and exists in Circleville and Ironton near marching band competitions the past few years. You know, we
Is
still
the
have
Rax still over in Georgetown? Is there still a Rax with the Long John Silvers in Georgetown?
It's now a Little Caesars.
Little Seizure.
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha.
Howard, the Jamocha Shake. That's an Arby's thing, isn't it?
Hey, there was a Jamocha shake, but it was called a Black Cow. Who had the milkshake that was called the Black Cow?
That sounds good.
Was that Roy Rogers?
Oh, I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was Roy Rogers. Mrs. Wilson said yes, the big wheels as 5 and 6 year olds. So yes, the actual big wheel toy that we were talking about. Howard, motorcycles as sidecars, something he misses. Sabrina, Supernatural. I didn't know the TV show Supernatural. I didn't know it was on 15 years.
Oh, wow.
I never watched it, but I didn't know it was on that long.
Yeah, I need to, and I just never. 15 years is a good run.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mrs. Wilson, the Journeyman computer game. I don't know what the Journeyman computer game is.
I'm not sure either. I'll have to look it up now.
Yeah, Howard, Sons of Anarchy, The Shield, MASH. Agreed on all. Sabrina, they should bring back more computer games for kids.
I'm going to say a lot of the
Sam.
old games, classic computer games. Commodore 64, they had the Larry Bird versus Dr. J.
Oregon Trail. You died of dysentery.
Or the
Yes.
you'd break the backboard, and the janitor would come out and sweep it up and chew
Yell
you
at-
out. Would yell at you.
So Brady, if you want to catch up on your Supernatural, it's all on Netflix. So
Thank you, Sabrina. I might have to take you up on that. I might have to check that out. I would like to say MTV that plays videos.
yes, I believe MTV should be forced to change its name. It's no
Yeah.
longer Music Television. Is Todd Poison?
I think
He's
Todd
kinda-
might be frozen.
I think maybe he's kind of moving there. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
he's
here.
moving.
This is it's been very difficult. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing. All night I've heard everything about 15 seconds after it's been said, or some cases it seems like before it was said.
He's
But like troopers, like troopers, we forge ahead.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We play injured.
The show. We are professionals.
We're something.
Yeah, we are something. All right. Have we exhausted that topic? Are we done?
I think we've made a good run of it tonight. And I would like to know. I'll have to find out from Amy if she stayed for longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
All right. So, again, visit our website. You can find our audio, video feeds, social media feeds. You can interact with us. We haven't said this for a while. You can leave us a voice message through our podcast provider, Anchor.
We haven't had a voice message in a long time.
No, we haven't. So if you go to our website, you can go to our podcast provider, Anchor, and you can leave a voice message, and we can put that on the audio version, probably even on the video version of the show if you like. So many different ways to interact with us, and we welcome all of them. But by all means, go like our Facebook page. We put out a call, or I guess I put that post up on Facebook. We were at 496 likes, and it exploded. We're now like at 526. So
wow.
we got 30 likes in the span of 2 days. So
On to 1,000.
yes, outstanding. So actually, Jordan Wilt was the 500th like on Facebook. So thank you, honey. She stayed through the entire time, made her friends listen, forced her friends to listen to.
She was going to say she sounds like that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah,
She even put entire in all caps.
yeah, entire. Yes.
Entire.
It's like, well, she usually doesn't make it. She's an early to bed person, so usually she's asleep by the time we're done with this thing. But so yes, she stayed the entire time, and I guess maybe she should get a medal for that or something. I don't know. But anyway, again, visit our website. You can see all those things there. And certainly like our Facebook page. Give us good reviews on our audio platforms as well. We've done some good reviews on Apple Podcasts and such. So, again, all those different ways to show us that you love us. Because we love you back. Yay.
Show us that you like us.
Here's what I have found my number one answer is when people ask what the podcast is about. And so this may help when you're trying to turn on other people to our podcast. If they ask you what it's about, just simply say, you never know what it's going to be about. It's about nothing and everything. Yeah. It's about nothing and everything.
That's a good answer. I usually say it's about nothing, but nothing and everything. That's a better answer. So I'm going to use that one. I may steal that one from you.
There you go.
All right. So thanks to all for joining us. Next week, we may have a similar change in schedule next week. We haven't talked amongst ourselves, but I don't personally. I don't think I can do Wednesday next week, but we'll certainly communicate that via our various platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and such. So keep an eye out. We'll send invites out for our next episode, which is episode 45. So we invite you all back. Spread the word about us. Again, go to our website, register. You can go to the bottom of the homepage there and register and give us your email address.
Can I say it? Y'all come back, you hear?
Y'all come back now, you hear? All right. So that'll do it. Thank you. Todd? You didn't say it.
Hold it. Hold it.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Peace. I'm trying to wink between. I'm trying to.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter at Play It By Ear Pod 2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time as we play it by ear.